A former NFL general manager thinks Tee Higgins on the 49ers could be a real problem for the league. And while I don't disagree, the question is, can that be an actual reality? Now, you had Michael Lombardi join the Pat McAfee show to discuss potential landing spots for Tee Higgins, the Cincinnati wide receiver who's a stud. And he mentions the 49ers as being a potential fit. Take a listen to what he has to say right here.
You think he's going to be okay without Jamar Chase? Obviously, there was a lot of games where Jamar was not playing. Obviously, there was games without Joe Burrow playing and everything like that. You think he's going to be able to become a true number one somewhere if it's not in Cincinnati?
I think he can be. I think they're going to have to move him around. I think he is certainly a dynamic player. And I think if he goes to the right team where he is, let's call him a one, where he also has inside slot receiver or a tight end, then I think he becomes a player. Because remember, when you have Chase on the field, everybody's rolling the coverage or trying to double him some way. Now, they did a good job in Cincinnati this year, motioning him, keeping him away from double teams. But I think T's really talented, and I think T can go somewhere and be a really good player. You put Tee Higgins on a team like the 49ers, my Lord, he could end up shining because they've got other players around him, and then he looks really good. But Brandon Ayuk would be even better with someone like T or Debo or someone there.
While I absolutely do not disagree with his assessment of putting Tee Higgins on a team that has Brandon Ayuk, a healthy Brandon Ayuk, Debo Samuel, George Kittle, Juwan Jennings, yeah, I would imagine that he would have some success and a lot of success at that because, as you know, as 49er fans, Brock Purdy can get these guys the football, and the more weapons, you can't double cover everyone, and to have a big body target like Tee Higgins, we saw the success that Juwan and Brock were able to have. Now you put someone like Tee Higgins, who's an elite big body type wide receiver, that could be special. Now, the real conversation, is this possible? Why did he name the San Francisco 49ers? Because is that a reality? I don't think so. I think he was maybe just thinking of situations that Tee Higgins would be successful in. And yes, I think Tee Higgins would find success with the San Francisco 49ers, but what's the reality of the situation? Is that actually something that can occur? And the answer is no, I don't think it is. The 49ers, we've already gotten reports today about the potential ongoing contract negotiations with Brock Purdy. George Kittle is up potentially for a contract extension. Debo Samuel up for a contract extension. There are multiple players on this team who could be quietly in negotiations with the 49ers. And as we know, they have paid a lot of players. They even paid Juwan Jennings last year. They paid Christian McCaffrey. They paid Brandon Ayuk. They paid Trent Williams. So what's the move now? Could the 49ers even afford a high-priced free agent target at the wide receiver position, potentially having three of the highest-paid wide receivers in the league? I would say no. It's a fun thought. It would be a great idea for, thinking about from like a fantasy football perspective, but I just don't see that being a real outcome. I know I had mentioned, like, if the 49ers were actually going to trade Brandon Ayuk last year, we'll go out and try to get Tee Higgins then. Try to go out and get someone of that caliber if you are going to move on from BA. But other than that, that would have been the only thing that would have made sense to have that happen. Other than that, it just seems like he was just talking. But I'm curious, did you interpret what he was saying as, oh, this could potentially happen? This could be a landing spot. This could be a target. I don't know. You guys tell me in the comments below. And as always, make sure to like and subscribe for more updates.